How's it going today, guys? Okay, so we have a decent amount to talk about today. So my last video got a considerable amount of hate. So my last video, the Packers fans definitely found it. They found the video, and it was a lot of Packers fans. It was a lot of hate. So I just want to clarify some things, okay? In that video, I said AJ Dillon sucks. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. He doesn't suck, but he's not good. He is not good. If you, like I said in the video, Jamal Williams is just better than him. You should have kept him instead of drafting AJ Dillon. I'm sorry. It's just true. And some people are mad that I called Aaron Rodgers a pussy. He fucking is. Oh, but he played through the season with a broken foot and a finger. That's not what I'm talking about. That is literally not at all what I was even saying. I said he's a pussy and a bitch because every single throw is literally just like every single throw in the first half. He played like shit. He played pretty bad. Our third string defense held him to I think it was under 100 yards. Okay? And every single throw, the reason he's a bitch and a pussy, every single goddamn throw, he was asking for a flag. He was begging for a flag. He would put his arms up. Where's my flag? That's pass interference. He's a bitch and a pussy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, if you're playing with a broken finger and a broken toe or whatever the hell he's dealing with, and broken ribs, that's cool. He's not a pussy for that. That's not at all what I'm talking about. The other thing, I called Jair Alexander terrible because he is. There's literally compilations out there of him getting shit on all year this year. I'm not talking about just that game. I'm talking about all year. He's gotten burnt by almost every single team at least once or twice. He has been terrible. Yes, he put the game away for you guys on Sunday. But if he didn't have the interception, that was a bad game for him. A bad game. He got burnt out by EQ. He got burnt out by N'Keal Harry. Are you kidding me? That's embarrassing. He's your cornerback number one. He's your so-called best in the league. Short boy, little legs can't keep up with them. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, forget that video. That was a good video. It popped off. It got like over 1,000 views. Thank you guys for that. That was awesome. I just wanted to give my reaction to the game. Yes, Packers fans, yes, if you are watching this, you still own us. At least I can fucking admit that. You still own us. I'm not saying you don't. You do. We haven't beat you in like 7 tries. But it's really not that embarrassing because the Broncos haven't beaten the Chiefs in like over 14 tries. That's embarrassing. But yes, congratulations. You have the most wins in NFL history. Whatever that means to you, congrats. I don't really care that we lost it. It's not a big deal to me. I really don't care. But anyway, I wanted to talk about something because I haven't uploaded in a week. I really just uploaded that reaction video and just kind of like left it there. I didn't realize it was going to get over 1,000 views and just get so much hate. I didn't realize it. I kind of just uploaded it and like just went on my way. I just went about my day or my week because I didn't notice until like 4 days later that it had over 1,000 views, which is crazy. And thank you guys for that. So the reason I know it's a bunch of Packers fans that watch that video is because I gained only 1 subscriber. Usually when a video gets over like 300 views, I at least get like 3 subscribers. And I only got 1 subscriber from 1,000 views, which that tells me a lot. It's actually, I got 10 likes and 5 dislikes. So I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was a more hating. It was more hate comments because they were calling me a whiny baby and stuff like that. How about you try to have your team be terrible for the past, 3-4 decades? Yes, and then come back to me and call me a whiny baby. You just don't know how it fucking feels. So, I don't know what else to say. You don't know how it feels. You would be a whiny baby too if your team didn't have 2 back-to-back Hall of Famers. Okay? Just saying. And your so-called back-to-back MVP, so-called Hall of Famer, which he will be. I'm not saying he's not going to be. He's only has one Super Bowl to show for it. He can't get past the NFC Championship. He is terrible in the playoffs. All I'm saying. And I can't talk, okay? I mean, I am talking shit because you're the Packers, but I'm also talking shit. I can't talk shit because I haven't had a Hall of Fame quarterback ever. Not even Jim McMahon. At least in my lifetime. I'm not old enough to know Jim McMahon or see him play live. But anyway, yeah, the reason I haven't uploaded it is because the Bears do not play this week. They have not played this week. This is their bye week. And I also wanted to give you guys an update that we did lose the second overall pick. Now we're down to the third because the fucking Broncos are so bad. It's ridiculous. I don't know what happened. The Broncos defense has been good, and then they play the Chiefs and they give up 27 points. And then the Broncos offense couldn't score in like pretty much the entire first half. And then they score like last minute in the first half. And then they start clicking, and then Russell Wilson gets hurt. Really, all they needed to do was keep the Chiefs out of the end zone. They went up 27-0. If they didn't do that, they might have won. Their defense has been great all year, but they could not stop the Chiefs. I don't think anybody can stop the Chiefs. Maybe the Bengals. The Bengals are the only team that can beat that team. I don't know what it is. The Chiefs just cannot beat the Bengals. But anyway, the Broncos lost, and now I think it's the Seahawks that have the second overall pick because the Broncos traded that pick away for Russell Wilson. But Russell Wilson looked pretty good. I mean, he had, I think, his best game of the season against the Chiefs, and he got hurt. He had like a golf ball-sized like welt on his head. He looked like he was concussed. He probably won't play next week. It's still possible that we have the second overall pick, and it would have been really nice if the Texans won because you never know. That first-round pick is still up in the air. If they got 2 wins and we still only had 3, you never know. You never know. But it looks like they pretty much locked up the first round pick because they choked against the Cowboys pretty bad. That was a really bad choke. You had that game on lock, especially with that interception on like the 10-yard line, and you couldn't get in the end zone. That's nobody else's fault but yours. That's nobody else's fault but yours. So that was a cool game to watch. I mean, the Cowboys look good. As much as people want to make fun of the NFC actually looks pretty threatening right now. The Eagles look like probably the best team in the league, but honestly, I would argue the 49ers are probably one of the best teams in the NFC over the Eagles. I know the Eagles only have 1 loss, but the 49ers, man, they look good this year. And even with Brock Purdy, he had some pretty bad throws. He had some underthrown throws, but he had like, 3 or 4 touchdown passes. He was good. Christian McCaffrey is good. Brandon Ayuk. Deebo Samuel, I hope he's okay, but he was having a good game. George Kittle, always great. Kyle Juszczyk. Jeff Wilson is no longer on the team. Never mind. Their defense is probably the best defense in the league. So honestly, I think the 49ers are a bigger threat in the NFC than anyone else. The AFC, there's a lot of teams that are scary. The Bengals are scary. The Chiefs are scary. The Bills are scary again. The Jets are not that great. The Giants got pooped on. The teams are starting to emerge right now, like who's the best in the league. The Giants started 6-1 at one point or 7-1 at one point, and they've been terrible since. This is the Giants team that we all know and love. I don't love them, but this is the Giants team that we all know and we all thought they were going to be this year. You're not getting anywhere, Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, you're not getting anywhere with Daniel Jones. Yes, he had a pretty decent beginning of the year, but you're not going to a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones. You need a new QB. I like your head coach. He needs new talent on that offense. But anyway, the Bears do not play this week. They play the Eagles at home, I believe. Just a loss. I'm going to do a preview of this game, but there's not much to talk about. There really isn't. Jalen Hurts versus Justin Fields. Pretty similar game style or play style. They both can throw and they both can run. Jalen Hurts these last few weeks has really proven that he can throw. Justin Fields can throw, but he doesn't have a team. Jalen Hurts has all day to throw. He's got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. He's got everybody. I don't know. I don't know. He's got a team around him. This is exactly what I want the Bears to do. Go get an A.J. Brown. Go get a Devontae Smith. No Velus Jones Jr. No N'Keal Harry. Yeah, he had a decent game last week. None of these projects. I don't want a project. I want a proven talent, and I want him to be good day one. I want a Jamar Chase. I want anything. I want a Justin Jefferson. I don't want a project. I don't want him to be good. I don't want you to draft him or sign him in free agency and him to be a project, him to be good 2-3 years down the line. No, I do not want that. He needs to be good that year. A Jamar Chase, a Justin Jefferson. He needs to have a good rookie year. That's all I want. We cannot afford. We don't know how long Justin Fields is going to be healthy for. He is a running quarterback. But I don't want him to be a running quarterback. He can run like Jalen Hurts. I don't want him to get hurt. He needs to throw the ball a lot more than he has up to this point. You need to get him some weapons. Get him another tight end that can pair with Cole Kmet. Get him another wide receiver that'll pair with Chase Claypool and Darnell Mooney. No more Equanimeous St. Brown, Dante Pettis. No more. Get him a wide receiver. We need wide receivers that can run routes. The only person on this team right now that's hurt is Darnell Mooney that can run routes. He's the only one that's actually good at it. Chase Claypool, not really. He can almost get no separation. Equanimeous St. Brown, he got separation against Jair Alexander because he's just slow. That's the only reason. Other than that, Jair Alexander catch, he cannot get separation. N'Keal Harry also has route running issues. He can't get separation either. That catch that he caught over Jair Alexander was very contested. It was a good catch, I'll give him that. But he wasn't open. We need people that can get open. Look at Travis Kelce in the middle of the field. He is constantly open. I don't know why we're not triple teaming Travis Kelce at this point, but he is. He's always open in the middle of the field. Always. We need somebody that can constantly get open for Justin Fields. Or we need somebody that can go up, like Chase Claypool, that can go up and get a contested catch. That's what we need for Justin Fields. And Justin Fields needs some balls. We need somebody like an Allen Robinson, like we had for the past 4 years, you can just throw it out there and he's covered. His ass is covered like a motherfucker. But he can still go up and catch the ball no matter what. He's tall, he's strong, and he has hands. DeAndre Hopkins can do that. He's covered. It's the best coverage I've ever seen. But he still catches the ball, like Devontae Adams. Derek Carr can rely on him to go up and catch the ball no matter who is defending him. Jalen Ramsey. Anybody. That's why I want like a Devontae Adams. I want somebody like that. So I want somebody that can run routes. He's fast and he's tall and he can go up and get it. And somebody who can get contested catches. Justin Fields needs a bunch of weapons, and Ryan Poles has a lot to do this offseason. He has a lot to do this offseason. If we get the 3rd overall pick, I'm still very happy about that. The 2nd overall pick would have probably been a lot more valuable. But if somebody wants to trade up for a quarterback or somebody that they like, let us trade down to like the 10th pick or 8th pick or something like that and give us a 1st round pick next year. That's all I care about. That's how you revive a franchise. Ryan Poles needs to put a blueprint in his head on how he's going to revive this franchise around Justin Fields. Because right now is not it. You can't go around when you just get hired. You cannot go around when you just got hired and saying, we are going to give the North, or we are going to take the North and never give it back. You cannot say that. And then only get 3 wins this year. You cannot do that. Yes, when you have a very threatening and aggressive offseason, go ahead and say that. But when you sign Alex Leatherwood, Equinemius St. Brown, Byron Pringle, who Byron Pringle has been good the past like 2 or 3 years, this might have been like a huge mistake for his career because I never hear his name ever. He had that one catch from Trevor Siemian, and that's pretty much it. He was good on the Chiefs offense. He is not utilized here. So I don't see him being back here next year. N'Keal Harry, I would like to see back. I mean, he can be good. Chase Claypool is definitely coming back next year. Darnell Mooney, probably. David Montgomery, maybe not, but we have Khalil Herbert, so I'm not that mad about it. But anyway, I'm going to see you guys later. This video is a little bit too long, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bear down.